Hello everyone. Today we're going to see how to install Graylog on Kubernetes using Rancher. Okay, let me get started. So the steps we're going to follow here: add catalog and install Nginx Ingress controller and cert manager and MongoDB replica set, Elasticsearch Greylock and Fluent bit for forward the messages to Greylock. Okay, let me get started. First, add the catalog. So for that, go to Rancher and go to global and cluster and default and click apps and click manage catalog and click add catalog. So add the Google repo catalog and also meantime let me add the cert manager catalog also. So for that, go to cluster, go to system, click manage catalog and add catalog and copy the catalog URL and the catalog name cert manager. Click create. Okay, go back to default and first let me install Nginx Ingress controller. So for that, go to Rancher and as usual go to apps, click launch and ensure catalog is added properly. Yes, the Google repo catalog is added properly. So go to apps and click launch and search for Nginx Ingress. Okay, select Nginx Ingress from Google repo. Just hold on, my window got refreshed. Nginx Ingress and select Nginx Ingress and just install it. You no need to modify any kind of parameter, just launch it. So it's going to install on Nginx Ingress namespace. Okay, the Nginx Ingress got deployed. You can verify from the console. Still get pods -n Nginx -ingress. So all the pods are up and running and the service. Okay, you got the external IP also. Okay, now we will install the cert manager. Go to system and click launch and select cert manager and install the cert manager on existing namespace cube-system and click launch it. So before that, we want to ensure the CRDs are getting installed or not. For that, so you can add one parameter, include install CRDs. So in the variable, just make it install CRD as true. That's it. Click launch. So it will install with the CRDs. So I will update the document also. Okay, the set manager also got installed now. Next, so we're going to install Mongo replica set as a dependency for Greylock, and as well as Elasticsearch also one of the dependency for Greylock. So first install Mongo replica set. So search for Mongo replica set on the app. Go to cluster, go to default, and click launch. And search for Mongo replica set from the Google repo. You can select, and we can install Mongo replica set on the namespace Greylock. So we can put all the things in one namespace. For that, you can create namespace Greylock. Okay, so that's it. Here no need to modify any kind of configuration. Click launch. Let me redo the same. So the namespace is Greylock, and click launch. Let me pause my video. Once the MongoDB replica set it's up, let me proceed. Okay, so the MongoDB replica set is currently active. Now let me install Elasticsearch. So again click launch and search for Elasticsearch now. Okay, from the Google repo, select Elasticsearch and install on the namespace Greylock. Select the namespace Greylock and just launch it. Okay, again I paused my video. Once the Elasticsearch is up, we'll proceed. Okay, Elasticsearch also now active. Now let me install Greylock. For that, again click launch and search for Greylock. And select Greylock from Google repo. Okay, and by default it will be under the namespace Greylock, and we have to pass few of the parameters. So these are the parameters, nothing but it will be, we are denoting Elasticsearch host and MongoDB URI and the external URI. So this external URI we are going to configure later by using Ingress controller and tags. So we already installed Elasticsearch and MongoDB, so we are making as a false. So let me add these variables. So paste this. So this external URL we are going to configure later, so but not it configured as of now. Okay. So that's it. Launch it. So again I will pause the recording. Okay. So the Greylock also currently active now. Next we have to modify the config map for the external URL because it will be wrongly formatted someplace in one place. So for that, go to config and you select the Greylock. So here if you see the external URL, here it's showing HTTP again HTTPS. Okay, nothing but just we need to correct this one. Okay, so for that you can just simply go to ampersand and edit it, and just what you do means remove the HTTP, add additional HTTP. That's it, and save it. Okay, now should be fine, but we need to reload or redeploy the pod again. For that, go to workspace, sorry, for clothes, and here we have two replica set for Greylock, so we can redeploy one by one. So select Greylock, because why we are redeploying these pods means because then only the config map, whatever the change we made, that then it will take effect. So for that, simply what I am doing, I am deleting one replica set. So I am deleting replica set 1 now, but it will be automatically redeployed. Okay, again it's initializing the pods. So still it's upgrading the workload. Let me wait. So I'm pausing the video till the pod to be come up. Okay, if you see means the pod is came up, and now I'm redeploying the pod 0 also, that is Greylock 0 also. So click and delete it. So it will redeploy. Again I am passing the video for some time. Okay, after we redeployed, both of the pods are up and running, that is two replica set is up and running currently. Okay, now Greylock is done. Now let me install Fluentity. Again go to apps flow entity bit. So click launch and search for flow entity bit. And from the Google repos, select flow entity bit, and here as usual you can use the namespace as Greylock, and that's it. Click launch. Okay, so the fluent bit is currently up and it's active. Next, so once we launched the Fluent bit, we have to modify the config file again for Fluent bit also. So for that, go to resource and go to config and select Fluent bit config. Here it has some default configuration, but the output currently it's forwarding to Fluent bit. Okay, but we're going to forward to Greylock. So for that, simply we can edit or we can modify by using YAML file. So let me edit the YAML file. Okay, the format it's coming wrong, so just click and edit. Okay, so I'm directly modifying from the edit option. So from the output.config file, here we're going to copy and paste our output, that is it's going to forward to Greylock. So I'm copy and paste the output. So simply I'm editing GLF and so match everything, and the host is the Greylock pod 1, that is replica set 1, and port, since in my notepad the format is not properly, so I am editing manually one by one, and that's it. And also mode TCP, and also the message Greylock short message. Okay, so for replica set 2 also let me add the same. So I'm just simply copy and paste here, and just changing only 0 to 1, so we can get logs from both replica set. That's it, and save. Again, since we modified the config file, so we have to redeploy the pods. For that related workloads we can redeploy. So just click the related workload and just click the amper symbol and go click the redeploy. So it will be redeploy your pod, you can see here. So it's upgrading the workload now. Okay. Okay, it's done. So all three replica sets are up and running now. Next, so once that's done, we can install our that is, we can create ingress resources. First, for that, first we can create issuer, and then we can create ingress resource. So first, let me create issuer. So for that, the issuer is a namespace particularly. So because of that, I am going to install issuer mainly on Greylock namespace, because I am going to expose Greylock outside. Okay. So create a file. Let's encrypt prod greylock.mr file. This file I already created. So let me show this file. The same contents only. So the content will be same. So first install the issuer. So on the namespace Greylock. So kubectl, just copy and paste, otherwise from here. Okay, so the issuer got applied. To check the status of the issuer, kubectl get issuer under the namespace Greylock. Okay, currently the status is true. So then we are fine. So next we need to add the DNS records for before creating ingress resources. So I am going to create a record on my Route 53, that is in AWS. So for getting the external IP, pass this command to get the service of the external IP, Ingress. So this is my external IP. So go to my Route 53, and just I am modifying, since I added the record I already added. So just I am modifying the IP address. So Greylock.Kubelancer.net. So already some IP is there. So just I am editing that IP. So if you not created me, because you have to create by using create record set if you are using AWS Route 53. Since I already created, so I am just modifying the IP only. Click save record. So just to hold on for 1 minute, the resolution to be taken. So just I'm checking my resolution is taken place or not. So my record name is, domain name is Graylog.Kubelancer.net. Okay, it's 53, that 208.53, yeah, it's taken effect. Now we can create ingress resource. So for creating ingress resource, create the file as any file name. Here I have created Graylog-ingress. So this is the content. So this file I already created. I'm showing. Okay. So and the namespace is Greylock, and my secret name and my host name is Graylog.Kubelancer.net. Okay, and the port number is 90, and the service name is Graylog-web. Okay, so let me create it. So okay, I have created my ingress. To check your ingress, kubectl get ingress -n, the namespace Greylock. So this is our ingress, Graylog.Kubelancer.net, and check the certificate is in ready state or not. So for that, Kubelancer gets set under the namespace Greylock. Okay, so the certificate also it's in ready state. Now we can access the Greylock web UI by using this HTTPS URL. So great. So we got the dashboard, front end UI. So you see it's in currently is in HTTP. Yes, the connection is secure. And the default username is admin. And the password, since I am not provided any password, it will be random password it got generated by Kubernetes. To get that password, pass this command. So this is my password, copy this password and paste it. Sign in. Okay, so we got the front page of the Greylock, that is we able to log in by using Greylock, and we are in the dashboard now. Okay, now let me configure the Greylock input. Okay, so to get the messages from the Kubernetes. So for that, go to system, click inputs. And so currently if you see that if I am clicking search means there is no messages. Okay, because we not created any input on the Greylock. So we are going to create the input now. So for that, click system, click inputs, and here select input. So and I'm selecting TCP Jelf TCP and click launch new input, and I'm selecting global here instead of selecting particular node, and that's it. You don't need to modify any parameter. As let me go with the default parameter, click save. Sorry, give the Jelf name. I'm giving the same name. Okay, so easy to identify. Okay, so let me wait. Yeah, it's both the replica set, it's up and running. So that is means we are getting we should get the log from both the replica set. Okay, so now validate it. So before validating, we can deploy some sample application also, and we can validate it. Or simply just click the search and you can see now you should receive the logs. You see, currently we are receiving the messages from our Kubernetes system and Ingress. You can select whatever the logs or messages you want to be see. Okay, here currently it's seeing all the messages on the source system, but we can select some particular specific pod, all those things. For that, what we will do means we can deploy some sample application and we will see how we are getting. Okay, so deploy a sample application, nothing but it's a simple Nginx application we're going to deploy. So for this also I have already created the file, but yes, under the namespace Greylock. So I'm just simply deploying this file. So kubectl apply nginx.yaml. Okay, so my deployment is currently up and running on the Greylock. Kubectl get pods -n Greylock. So my Nginx deployment is currently up and running under the namespace Greylock. Let me just what I will do means I will expose this service via Ingress, Nginx Ingress to outside world. For that, so I'm going to create Ingress for that also. So for that simply I am creating one more Ingress file. So like web dot something. I already have the ingress created, the file already created here. So the cat, so let me open the file, web.ingress under the Greylock namespace, but this I'm not updated in my document. Let me update it. So create ingress for web application. And the YAML file cat web. So this is going to be web1.kubelancer.com.net. Okay, so and the step number 4, access. So sorry, before that this should be a 4. Create DNS record. So I'm going to add web1.kubelancer.net a record with the IP address of the external IP. So our external IP is this, the external IP. So I already have the web1. So simply I am updating the external IP instead of creating newly. Okay, and so just ensure the name resolution web1.kubelancer.net. Okay, it's resolved. Okay, now we can apply this ingress. So it's in the namespace Greylock. So kubectl apply -f web1.ingress. So let me and the 5th step is create, apply the web ingress. It should be a bash command. Okay, so apply it now. So once we apply, we can access the Nginx web server from outside by using the URL web1.kubelancer.net. Okay, so for that, https web1.kubelancer.net. Let me wait. Okay, so we are able to access with this secure service. Okay, so now we can view these because since it's running as a pod now. Okay, the cube. So this is one of the pod. So in this pod, that is Let me show you again. Okay, in this part, what are the logs is going? The same log we should see in the Greylock. Okay, so let me see. So for that, what we will do means, you can just make it the logs here. In the part, what are the logs is coming? That log should come on the Greylock also. Okay, so let me refresh. So we are getting the log here. Okay, so let me see the same log is getting on the Greylock also. So for that, simply what I'm searching by using the keyword Firefox. Anyhow, we are getting many logs. So mainly I want to see the particular pod log. So for that, searching the Firefox, and I'm just making 1 second, keep updating and refresh it. So you see, yeah, we got it. Okay, the log is went. Just let me refresh again. And we can stop it. Yes, we can stop here. This is the Firefox log. So this is the search we did on this particular pod. Okay, so we are getting, so click it and see the details. You are getting all the details from which container it's from. It's coming from the Nginx Ingress controller and the particular Kubernetes host and the Nginx Ingress controller. So we can get complete details and the message, what is the message is passing, and we can actually, one more thing, 1 second. This is the write log. So we can get from which pod or from where it's getting the message, all the details we will get. So we will do one more validation. So let me use the curl command and put watch. So let me use curl. So we are getting the output. So for this we will put watch. So it will keep generate the log, no? So we will validate very easily. So now it's keep generating the log. Go to Greylock and start updating. Now we should see the messages. So it should keep update. And we can see the container log also. So we are getting the curl, and here also we can remove the Firefox and instead we can put the keyword curl. Yes, so it's updating. So let me start capture the curl. So let me reduce the seconds, 5 seconds. Yes. Okay. So this is the curl. Okay. Okay. Let me review this curl log. Now we see clearly getting all the details. It's running with the curl and the code, and it's coming from fluent bit, and what version of from which container, from the Nginx container. So we are getting, and complete details of the particular log and from the Kubernetes particular host, and then what is the label of the particular container, and what is the namespace, and which pod, and from which pod is the pod name, and what is the method we are doing it, and which path we are doing, and what is the remote IP. Nothing but the remote IP is nothing but the pod IP, and what stream and timestamp, all the details we are getting. So now what we validated, the log is properly forwarding to Greylock, and we are able to monitor from the Greylock. So we can filter by using currently it's showing timestamp source, and we can filter by pod wise also. In pod, what are the things is going? We can here we select pod name. Here we will get the pod name now. And right now, let we remove the source. In pod, what are the messages is going on? Let me stream that. And the agent. So let it be only let we filter only the timestamp and pod. Okay, update it. Now, in the particular pod, you see the pod names are getting from Nginx Ingress controller, what are the things going, and the Nginx pod, what are the things is going. So each pod, what is the activity is going on, we are able to monitor now by using the pod name. Okay, so that's it guys. We are able to forward the log from Kubernetes workloads to Greylock by using the deployment steps. Okay, thank you.